The LB has rising following MPs elect to deny Theresa May's Brexit transactions by 230 votes. Full rose a percent to dollar following declines of more than rather than 1% over in the date. The exchange slumped 7% in 2018, showing ambiguity on the regulation of the UK's output of the Europe Association. MPs elect by 432 votes to 202 to deny the transactions, the heaviest destruction for a meeting by the government in story. A destruction has been widely expected in markets with the treaty in the EU was closed in November 2018 and inflicted several members of the by the government to abandon, told Richard Falkenhall, elder FX policymaker at SEB. But industry groups told their members forbearance was tiring slim down. There are no more than speech to explain the disappointment, restlessness and increasing wrath among industry following 2.5 year on a top-stakes policy roller coaster trip. House shows no mark of break, told Adam Marshall, CEO General of the UK Chambers of Trade. He implored MPs to go to an treaty, and was united in the appeal by industry groups consisting the Federation of Little Business Community, the Institution of Directors and the Confederation of UK Production. Several investors see the chances of a not-deal Brexit declining as Parliament exerts more than credibility above the trial. This likelihood of a no transactions has reduced time the chances of a latency in paper 50, other plebiscite, or though, at the profit, no Brexit at all, include all enlarged. The impact of such scenarios has emboldened full to gathering in spite the PM affliction, the lowest Parliament outcome in a age, told Jeremy Extend of CIBC Equity Markets. On Friday, Fence Foundation officer Crispin Odey, a main funder to the Brexit campaigning, told he now anticipated the draft to be neglected generally and how he is positioning for the LB to reinforce. The markets were produced for her to miss, but the scope of her destruction took largest by surprise party. But more than remarkable yet was the reality how the LB, the at first finance responder to policy events, obtained in importance following the voice, in spite largest, surely predictive a devastating destruction would email it downward. So which to do of it? With the gain of retrospective view, several are proverb how the latter screen of hostility in the building of House of Commons to the concept of a not-deal Brexit, thing markets are largest cautious of, has confident them how result is really hardly. This new link is how the devastating destruction for her Brexit transactions, makes no Brexit, at low not on March 29, a increasing opportunity. House finance markets, that answer in seconds. Actual business community are not so certainly. In 72 days to go up the UK is due to keep the EU, else landmark has go and lost in the next no more clear and planner for no transactions more than immediate. But other are worried the aversion of Mrs. May's schedule makes a not-deal Brexit more than potential as some options be less in quantity. A not-deal Brexit tool the social will person high prices and less than selection on the shelves, told Helen Dickinson, head execution of the UK Retailer Syndicate. UK business community desperate requirement confidence on the UK's next trade relation in the EU and will be strongly disadvantaged by a no transactions. The period for Parliament games is above. Time down there is assumption how Britain's output of the EU must now be hanging as the largest developed schedule has been utilised. Business community may not be accounting on the, especially complex ones love banks. Firms in the financial production include put accident plans in location to minimize destruction for their customers in a no transactions script, but crucial precipice edge risks stay, consisting on the transmission of private information and the transactions of crucifix border contracts, told Stephen Jones, head execution of UK Financial. Omar Ali, UK Finance Services lead at accountants EY, added, firms include no selection but to completely carry out their not-deal plans.